training. Here is our combined Cobra Bands. We got periods 1 and 3 together here for the last time. And a lot of them, some of them, it's their very last time, but a lot of them, at least as the Cobra Band, as beginners, this is their last hurrah. A lot of these kiddos, if you saw my last email, will be or have been already invited to come play with our promotion stuff. If they've been doing well, keep it up, and I think they can hang with it, then it's nice to have more bodies for that to fill up the big space that we play at. But that's the last thing left for the year, other than the Disney trip at the end of this week for the advanced groups. But for these guys, it's their last official concert, their last official performance, as Cobra Band at least, and hopefully they'll have more to come in the future. I was just telling them, so we're like, when do I audition for this? And we've talked about it for months, and they should have been done by now, but I told them right now, every day. I don't need to hear most of them audition because I hear them play every day. Everything they do is an audition. And I'm like, what? So, good life lesson for all of us to probably all learn that at some point. What do you mean you paid attention to what I did back then? But they've got 3 pieces we're going to do for you. Hopefully I got those right in the program. But we're going to start off with a little slip and slide, and it'll feature everybody's favorite, most obnoxious section of the band, the trombones. It'll also feature our basses, because those are the 2 groups we have that have the ability to slip and slide around, so we get to use those fun noisemakers that drive everybody so nuts when they're at home practicing. Then we'll do a little Galactic Adventure for you. It'll be a very big change of pace, and they have to play some actual delicate stuff, and a little slower and quieter, and start to play in some more parts. Slip and slide is very much like what we did earlier in the year. A lot of unisons, 2 and 3 parts. Galactic Adventure starts to spread on that. Also makes them utilize something other than their instruments for music. And then we'll finish with some mechanical monsters, which is more high-fast, loud stuff. But again, you see we get to use some pencils and the percussion, we get to do some fun clanking and tinkling and all sorts of stuff. So we got those 3 tunes for you, and then we'll move on to our concert. Here is Cobra Band and Slip and Slide. If your child's a trombone player, you can feel free, don't critique their play, that would be mean. They just performed, worked hard, but definitely critique their acting skills. Hard to motivate to work on that part. They get to stand up and be obnoxious and like play out of turn. But some of them are like, shy all of a sudden. Like, you don't ever stop talking. You don't ever stop playing when you're not supposed to, but now you're supposed to like be noticed. No, thank you. So encourage their, I guess acting skills works, but it's fun to get them out of their shell a little. Some of them, like I said, they do like to spout out things all the time, but when the spotlight's on, all of a sudden they're like, oh my gosh. But, that was a Galactic Adventure, like I said, starts very different, slow, ominous space adventure kind of things we're supposed to get, and then thrusters come on in the middle and we take off and go to my high-fast line. Here's Galactic Adventure. One more hand while they're still standing and they're silent like I bet they should do.